Hello, Leo. This is your March 2019 reading. You guys can watch the beginning of Pisces video for some little information that I discuss. But basically, I'm getting better, have my voice back a little bit. So here we go. So this is going to show what the cards are reading for you if you continue on whatever path that you're on, or just give you some insight for whatever it is that you need right now. Okay, so I put 11 out. Yeah, so right now it's the Four of Cups, and Four of Cups, the King of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Seven of Coins, or Seven of Pentacles, Strength card, Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups, and then the Ace of Cups, the Four of Staves, the Knight of Wands or Rods, and then the Ten of Swords. So there's a decision that needs to be made, and you want to make sure you pick the one that's right for you and not feel as though you're being rushed or you're overthinking things. Best thing is not to. And when you pick the best and easiest, or the one that makes sense necessarily, it's not going to be, it's easy in the sense of that it flows, but it's the one that makes the most sense. You pick that path to go on, and it's going to be prosperous. Okay, it's going to work out well. It's going to be the best choice for you. And the past advice you receive from people you trust, friends, so on, is going to help push you forward to express yourself in the best way that you can to accomplish the goal that you're seeking. Okay, the time that you spend in researching or sharpening your skills or whatever to have that multiply, to grow, it's going to help you to be strong enough to get to where you want to go. And you're going to find someone along the way that's going to offer you more advice that you might not have already, that will help protect you along the way. Now, the Queen of Cups is about compassion, but it's about also not, and I've never said this in a reading, but it's just added information, but it's about not being too over, what is it? Your empathy, not allowing it to control you, and your sympathy for others. It's kind of like you can see things happening, but don't let it affect you so strongly. Okay, the Queen is in control of her emotions. So you always have to look at things realistically and with a balanced mind. The Ace of Cups is like divine, like the creator, the all, God, energy, and just feeling that deep connection, that's deep spiritual connection, and allow that to move you forward, okay, to where you want to go. And there's going to be time to rest, to relax, to celebrate. It's like whatever the goal is, you're going to reach that celebrating time. And you also are going to be hit with a lot of creativity. But you're also going to also have to defend yourself as well, okay? Protecting your energy as well. So whenever things are working out great for you, there's also a period of really being realistic and also realizing that your passion, your own energy is going to pull you forward into where you want to go. Try not to be too impulsive. If you're too impulsive, you'll experience the Ten of Swords. So you have your passion, but there's always room for someone to be jealous and to not really know your hard work and think that everything is easy for you, and it's not. Okay, so always be mindful of that, how people can really overjudge a situation and overjudge you. You know, this is an adventure for you. You're going to find a lot of inspiration, and you're going to take action on it. You're going to be passionate about it. You're going to have a lot of energy about it. But with the Ten of Swords, it's someone that is jealous, someone that's talking behind your back, someone that you trust, or it could be someone that is just a little bit close to you, but then they use that as though they really know you and they don't. It could be a painful end to something, a loss. Maybe you feel wounded by a relationship or an experience, or someone being betraying you. So just learning from that and really letting go of that kind of relationship. So the message is really going after what you want, but make sure that you're not being too impulsive because you're so happy and you get too cocky or too confident. Okay? Okay, so these just fell. Hold on. Darn. These just fell. So I'm just going to use the top one. Okay? So an influential man, romantic, affectionate, emotional father. Okay, so someone that you admire and you look up to, you have to also be careful not to overtrust this person. That's not good. You don't want to give all of your trust over to anyone. You have to be a strong, solid person for yourself. Okay, and whatever you admire in someone else is already within you. So that abundance, that financial success, that intuitiveness, it's inside of you. Okay, so in the negative way, in the negative viewing of this card is like an obstacle, or it could represent someone trying to play with your emotions. Okay, when you're working in a professional setting, or someone that will try to seduce your partner, take your partner away from you. Okay, so that could be a negative experience. So you want to make sure that you can admire someone, but never make someone emotionally better than you. Even, you know, don't be too much into someone. Just, you know, it's not, and this is where it gets twisted, where your negative ego, you want to still maintain that balance of your positive ego and know when to boost yourself up. All right, so let's go into the astrology now. You know, this is a little bit late, but the new moon in Pisces was on March 6th, and that was a great time to get in touch with your third eye. You know, really connect with, why am I here? What's my goal? Getting yourself realigned. Now, if you happen to be Pisces rising or a Pisces, because, you know, Leo, this is for Leo, birth sign, rising sign, moon sign, north node sign, can watch this video and get some information, some insight. But if Pisces is somewhere strong in your chart, like your rising sign or north node, you can get some information. Now, this is just astrology teaching. It's not medical advice, but Pisces is known to have issues with their feet, their toes, their pituitary gland, and it would be like no surgeries on the new moon if that happened to be the sign of Pisces. Same thing for March 20th, a full moon in Virgo. Virgos tend to have issues with their digestive tract, small intestines, and their pancreas. And if you're a Virgo, you wouldn't want to have surgery on this particular organ if you're a Virgo. And I think it also applies if you're not that zodiac sign too. But if you are that zodiac sign at the new moon or the full moon, it's a heightened chance. That's just astrology talk, okay? So March 5th through March 28th is Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde, you want to make sure you get all your paperwork in alignment, any kind of organization in alignment, start the idea of a project that will need to start during the Mercury retrograde. That way you're not starting it during Mercury retrograde. I'm going to do a whole video on that. On Mercury retrograde, so all this idea and the time to do it. So basically, Leo, you want to use this time period, March 5th through March 28th, to not communicate too much. That's for all signs. You know, say less and avoid any kind of disagreeing arguments, you know, if you don't need to have that. All right, let me see if I said everything I need to say. Yeah, I did. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.